Hey guys, how's it going? I got a new product to review today. Should be pretty obvious what it is by the title of this video. And first off, with my current 3D XL, what I originally had was this thing in it to protect it. It was kind of just to give it a bit of extra protection, and believe the company that made this product was Atplay. But what I liked about it was that not only does it give it protection in case you drop it and some stuff, whatever, but it's got this neat little compartment in the back there in order to keep two extra little cartridges. And so, anyway, this isn't the product I'll be reviewing, of course, but the reason why I brought this up is the fact that why I needed an upgrade is every time I was playing it with this attachment on there, I'd have to hold it like this. And the way I needed to contort my fingers really starts to hurt it after about 20-30 minutes or so, and I needed something a little bit more comfortable. And so I looked around and everything like that, and I found from Japan this neat little attachment. This is made by Cyber Gadget, and so the way that it flips on is like so. So when you need to attach it, it's pretty simple. Just place your console on like so, and at the back section here, just clips on like that. And now it's got a pretty neat little grip on it, let's call it, so I can hold upside down like this and shake a little bit and it won't fall out. And it wasn't necessarily a waste of money for me to get the other part, because I can keep the top section and it keeps it safe. So as for this product, yeah, I really love the handle grip. It feels like I'm holding a proper controller in my hand. But what I wasn't aware of is that during the first day I was using it, I was holding it like this. Now as you can see here, there's these little parts poking out, and I had my index fingers on top of that, and so every time I needed to hit these side buttons, I'd move my fingers up like so, because I've got these long Jack the Skeleton fingers. And according to the packaging, you're supposed to have your middle finger on top of that part that pokes out, and have your index fingers on top of the buttons all the time. And I can just about guarantee 90% of people aren't going to do it this way. And according to the picture as well, you're supposed to have an extra finger. Yeah, I know that's probably just the way that they drew it, but it really does look like this person's got an extra finger there, doesn't it? Anyway, so I attempted to do it the way that they stated, and what you really need to do in order for it to be more comfortable is kind of shift your palms downwards like so. As if you were trying to like grip the actual DS console itself more so than the handle, if that makes sense. So if you're just gripping the handle and stuff like that, yeah, index fingers here would be the most comfortable way. But if you are going to have your index fingers here, if maybe you've got shorter fingers or something like that and can't quite reach them if they're here, what I would recommend is attempting to like not so much focus on these handles, but focus on the actual console and try and you know, move your hands in and grab that, and this way I did find was actually pretty comfortable. It took a little bit while for me to get used to, because I've had this thing for only a week now, but yeah, all in all, this is a pretty neat method. Some people though that that have these consoles that I had around so that they could hold on to this and see what they think about it, said yeah, it's pretty cool, but some people said that they were finding difficulty hitting these arrow buttons, or what I just call the D-pad. But yeah, all in all, I still think that it is a really neat little attachment, and my hands haven't been sore at all since I've been playing it. So if you spend a bit of time going on long trips like I do, this is something that could be a lifesaver. And when I had another friend around, I showed it to him, and he's like, oh yeah, that's pretty neat, but unlike this one, you've needed to sacrifice being able to carry two extra cartridges along with you during your journeys. I'm like, oh really, did I? Check this out. Now, this thing at the back's really cool. This is some nerdy cube wrench James Bond shit. There's this little compartment here where if you just lift that up, you can keep two extra cartridges right in the back there. So, thought that was pretty neat. So all up, you can carry 3 games with you. If you've got 1 in the actual console, 2 in the back, and if you're one of those people that really needs to have more than 3 games with you as you're traveling around, what the fuck. I will say this much though, these things up there that are used to hold them down, and if you need to, trying to do this without actually looking at the console itself. Anyway, they come out really easily. It's, yeah, really neat design, but the thing up here, doesn't seem like it's the strongest material, which is fine, because when you're lifting these up, this barely moves. Although I wouldn't be tempting fate to see how strong they really are by grabbing it and then bending it. So just, treat it gently. If you're one of those Donkey Kong gamers, and what I mean by that is that there's two kind of gamers. There's guys that play like this, then there's the brutal apes that are like, "Rrrr!" So don't be one of those guys if you want this thing to last. As far as durability, it's pretty neat, and the outer part is made of this real thin rubber, so it's got a decent grip for it and stuff like that. Yeah, other than that, I mean, it's strong as it needs to be. There's like no reason you need to put it through these torture tests and throw it down the stairs and stuff like that and all this other ridiculous stuff. All I'll say is, yeah, if you drop it on this part here first, that could snap off and cause a bit of problems. But other than that, just try your best not to drop it. I mean, these things aren't really designed to be foolproof. They're just designed to have a bit of an extra grip and make things a bit more comfortable for you while you're gaming. And so if with me, I'll keep this thing in my backpack and, travel around that way. So I've gone through 3 trips at this point with this thing crammed in my backpack. And I had to do that in order to see just how it holds up, because I need to travel, need this thing to travel with me. I'm not going to hold my hand every single where I go. So, yeah, all in all, I really, really love this product. Fair warning though, it's not the cheapest product. There are cheaper ones you can get on eBay that work out to be roughly about $5-10 Australian dollars. You can convert that into whatever currency it is based on the country you live at. This one is by far the most expensive I've seen, but there's a reason for that. It's the most comfortable. Other attachments I've seen are made of a more flimsy plastic and they're more fragile, and on top of that there's no compartment at the back for you to hold 2 extra cartridges. There's not even an extra thing in the back for you to hold 1, okay? This is talking about the ones with handles. I'm not referring to this one here. So, if you want to find out on eBay, I found you actually have to type in Cyber Gadget and then something like Nintendo 3DS or whatever. Keep in mind, if it's in Western places, or at least in Australia, this exact type of console is referred to as the the new Nintendo 3DS XL. For whatever reason, in Japan, the XL is called the LL. I don't know why, but anyway, if you're on eBay and you see this product come up and it says LL, don't worry, that's the exact same thing, and I guarantee if you have this type of console, it will fit in this. As far as I know, they only make one shape of this anyway for the one type of console, so if you've got the smaller generations, then unfortunately you're out of luck. So, I think that about wraps up everything I wanted to say about it. There's no real reason for me to go into a huge in-depth review about this, but yeah, all in all, just don't be rough with it, and when you lift this thing up, don't pull on it, because I can guarantee right now I can snap this off very easily. So, if you are a true gamer though, you'll probably treat all of your games, your consoles, and all your console accessories with respect, as it should be. So yeah, all in all, yeah, if you want to get one of these, go on eBay, and as far as I know, the only place you can get them from is Japan. The cheapest I've seen these, and I'm going by Australian currency here, ranges from about 35 Australian dollars to 55. There's some other ones that go up to like 200 for whatever fucking retarded reason, but that's about the cheapest you're going to be able to get. So just remember to type Cyber Gadget and the other stuff that's necessary to type in order to find this exact product, and then yeah, it should come up. So yeah, all in all, thank you for watching, and go play some games.